Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Uwa. If you've been here before, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this wig from scratch. I mean, how I created this hairband unit using a sewing machine. So if you are here and you want to see how I made this, my personal hairband wig, stay tuned and keep on watching. As mentioned in the intro, I'm going to be making this trendy hairband wig using a sewing machine. Before I start, these are the list of things you will need in order to do this, and I'm just going to show you guys also the visual of all these things that you will need as well. First, you're going to need your sewing machine, definitely. You're also going to be needing a canvas ahead, and today I'm using this one. These I got from Crucibel's. I don't know if you know Crucibel in London. You can go on her website. I think she sells it, I'm not sure, but I'm using a 21 inch. My normal head size is 22, but because I want the wig to be tight, I decided to use a 21 inch. And also I'm going to be using some hair bundles. I'm using two bundles, two 14-inch bundles from Uwa's Hair. And because I don't like my hair full, that's the reason why I'm using two bundles. You're also going to be needing a hairband. The one I'm using today is a stretchy hairband from Superdrug. You would also be needing a dome cap. This is the one I'm using, a mesh cap. And you will also need a Velcro, both the hard side and the soft side. You also need a tape, a chalk, a seam ripper, and a scissors, and also you will need some hair combs which you can use to secure the hair. Now to start, I have gone ahead and put the dome cap on the canvas head. There's space and I need to make some adjustments in order for this to fit my head. I've taken the cap to the sewing machine and I'm going to stitch it down, and just to make sure that the cap, it's my exact size. If you guys want me to show you how to transfer a size from a measurement to a cap, let me know in the comment section. I will do a video explaining how to transfer your head size into a dome cap. So now what I'm doing here, I'm just going to be doubling the width of the hair. To double your width, you don't need to put it on top, you need to put it side by side. So a lot of YouTubers don't tell you this. Basically, this is what you need to do. Don't put it on top, put it side by side so that it's easier, and also use the zigzag method of your sewing machine. You can adjust your sewing machine in order to make sure that this is easy for you to do. You don't necessarily have to use the same stitching setting as doubling your width. You can make it bigger so that it's easier for you to do. As you can see, this is how neat it looks. If you want me to do a video on that, I'm sure to leave a video. I didn't want to show every single thing because the video will be so long. Now moving on, I'm going to be taking the tape, and I'm taking, for the Velcro, I am taking a 4-inch on the soft side, and I'm also going to be taking, I think it was 2.9 inches or 3 inches on the hard side. I didn't want it to be exact same size, so you can adjust and move it, make it tighter. So now I am going to be ripping the hairband. I'm going to be stitching Velcro to my hair, to the hairband, and in order to do this, I am using a straight stitch method. As if you can see on the screen, I'm stitching and making sure that I stitch every single thing down. I lift my machine up and stitch as well. And also I always have to back stitch when you are about to cut off the thread. So this is how it looks. It looks so neat because I've been doing this a long time. So guys, your one might not look like this. If it does, bravo. If it doesn't, nothing to worry about. You just need to work on it, okay? Now, basically, to line the tracks on my wig cap, I am using a tape measurement. At the back, I was doing a 1 inch apart. Basically, I did this because I wanted the spacing to be kind of uniform. You don't have to measure it, and also I have two two bundles of wig, so I needed to know how many tracks I was sewing, how many lines I was doing. And at the top, because I wanted the top to be closer to each other, I didn't do one inch apart. I did like an half an inch on top. So you see what I mean when I get to the top of this. However, I just wanted to say here, if you have issues with doing your measurement of your cap or anything like that, on our website there's a wig cap comes already measured, and also the size has already been done for you. So all you need to do is tell us what the wig is for, what the cap is for, if it's for a closure wig, is frontal wig, or even a hairband wig. So we will do that, all the adjustment, all the tracks and lining for you. It's very easy. I'll leave all the information in the description bar so you can check that out. The first thing you need to know when you're sewing this, at the beginning you have to backstitch. If you see what I'm doing there, I'm pressing the reverse method on my sewing machine, backstitch couple of times. I normally tend to do like 4 times before I continue. And also at the end, before cutting off, I cut off the weft, and once I cut it off, when I get to the end, I cut it off, and once I cut, I always back and forward stitch here as well. You will see me doing this all the time. I have to do like a couple of times, like 4 times, 5 times sometimes. It's not stretchy, there's no lump, it's all straight. And the secret to this is you not stretching your cap. Do not stretch your cap. Just make sure that you sew flat. Make sure everything is flat while you're doing it. So this is basically what you have, and always remember to cut the thread. You have to cut the thread, both the inside and the outside as well, the top and the bottom thread. Now I've got to almost to the end. So here I'm going to show you guys, I've kind of zoomed in so you can see what I'm doing. I'm doing it bit by bit. I'm not rushing, because here you don't want it to be lumpy. You don't want it to be stretched. You don't want to stretch your cap. If you see what I'm doing it section by section. Give myself some space. Make sure that I'm following the lines, the tracks that I've drawn, and stitch until I'm comfortable. Stop, stitch, space it out, and stitch, space it out, stitch as well. You guys, you know what I'm trying to explain. So if you're able to make this wig, let me know in the comment section. So as you can see, the same principle applies here as well. You have to back stitch, forward stitch, back stitch, forward stitch, using the reverse method on my sewing machine. So because I used chalk, the lines were kind of disappeared by the time I get to the top. I just have to make the line more visible. I just went over on top again with the chalk. That's basically what I'm doing here, just making the line more visible. However, if you want to avoid this, you can use a Sharpie. I don't even know what I was doing this today, while I was doing chalk. Normally I use a Sharpie. I'm not sure what came over me that I wanted to use chalk. So you can see how flat that looks. What I'm showing you right now is basically where you would normally sew your closure. That's basically what I was showing you. So now basically I am just sewing that front, and here we are at the top now. I'm kind of sewing the last track before I attach the band. So as you can see, I'm just letting you see what I'm doing, just making sure that I'm not rushing. I'm not trying to rush everything. I'm just going to do it gradually, because I don't want any lumpy or any sort of mistakes at this point. However, mistakes are not inevitable. You do sometimes make mistakes. That is why you have your seam ripper, so you can always undo it and redo it again. Okay, So don't worry if you make mistake at this stage. You can just take it down and make it again. So now I am going to be stitching that last track before I attach the band. What I'm also doing, I'm doing it section by section. I'm not rushing. I'm not trying to stitch everything in one go. So I stop, stitch, making sure that I'm seeing what I'm doing, space it out, stitch again, space it out, stitch again. And before I get to the end, I do like a measurement and then cut off and just also back stitch a couple of times. I do a back stitch, forward stitch almost 5 times before I take the wig off the machine. So now you can see it looks neat, it looks flat. It's time to sew the band. So now to sew the band, I am going to be starting from the one end of the band where I want it to start from. It's like now sewing the band looks like when you're making a frontal wig. If you've ever made a frontal wig, this is where you will take that skills of making a frontal wig into this hairband wig. Where you need the band to start from, kind of behind your ear, that's where you need the band to start from. So you sew it down from there and on the other side as well. So if you're taking measurements, if you're doing this for clients, always ensure you take the ear to ear measurement so you know where the band will start and where it will end. Also, when you get to the end of the band, do back stitching. I mean, you need to do back stitching. If you don't want everything to unravel, you have to back stitch, forward stitch, use your reverse method. I don't know what sewing machine you're using. The one I'm using, I have a reverse method. You need to use that as many times as you can until you are sure that the stitching are secure before you lift your needle up. Okay, here is the finished wig. That is how the inside looks. So I have to cut the bands off. If you can't see it very well, you can see the stitching. So what I did was attach a comb here and another one on the side and one at the back. But honestly thinking, I don't think you need those combs, because when I tried it on, it was really tight. So you might not need to add combs to yours if you're trying to make this at home. I'm gonna put it on and you can see how easy it is. Just slip on. Okay, also I've kind of laid my baby hair and I didn't braid my hair because my hair is all long, guys. Look, it's tying one at the back. I'm so excited. Look at this. This is really long. I never knew my hair can be this long, guys. If I can find a picture of me having my short hair, I'll insert it here so you can see why I feel like this is long. To me, it is long. Oh well, I'm gonna put this on. Ooh, let me just inhale and exhale, guys. Okay, this is it on. And at the minute, I'm not even using the band, nor am I using the combs, and it feels okay. It feels tight. It's not going anywhere. So, but I'm going to use the band anyway. So I'm going to turn around and show you at the back how I do the band. I'm hoping the back is okay. I don't see it. I hope you guys could see that. I might need to trim a little bit off. I don't know. For now, it looks really nice. Okay, it's on. This is it on. This is the end of this tutorial. And if you haven't seen the video where I did how to style this hairband unit. I'll leave the link here so you can go watch that, check that out so you can see how I style the hairband wig. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you're missing out. I upload new videos, new tutorials every week. So if you want to be part of the family, do hit that subscribe button and also click the bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my upload. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.